without it and you have a lot of benefits. So today I'm here to tell you the benefit. We're here to talk about the disadvantage of masturbation. Yes, masturbation has got its own disadvantage. Yes, it does. Everything in life has advantage and disadvantage. But in the case of masturbation, I think it has more of disadvantage than advantage. So it's not quite advantageous. No, it's not. It's more disadvantage than, advantage. Okay? Let's talk about what is masturbation. What is masturbation? Masturbation is when an individual stimulates their genital for sexual pleasure. Masturbation is when an individual stimulates their genital for sexual pleasure, which may or may not lead to orgasm. Sometimes you can ejaculate, it can lead you to orgasm, and sometimes it wouldn't lead you to orgasm as well. Yeah, so that's masturbation. Masturbation is commonly going among men and women of these days, of all ages. All ages do masturbation. Okay? Somebody brought a boy to me, he's around 12 years, and the mom said he's masturbating. And I was like, easy. He said yes. And they are tired. And sometimes this boy will go late to school because he's busy ejaculating himself. So as a matter of fact, all ages do masturbation. So now, what are the factors or the benefits of masturbation? Is there any pleasure of masturbating? Or what is the side effect of masturbating? Okay? So one of the effects of masturbating is, well, talking about it sincerely, masturbation is harmless, but it can be mentally derailing. Masturbating is harmless. As a matter of fact, it's a bit demonic. That's why I say, instead of a man to be masturbating, why not get married? Look for that lady that you love. There is a wife for every man. And there is a husband for every woman. So look for that man that you love and then marry. Settle down and enjoy the pleasure of sex. Enjoy the pleasure of intimacy. Enjoy the pleasure of companionship. Masturbation will keep you lonely for the rest of your life. You get to a stage where you cannot do it anymore. And being into a relationship is not just because you want to ejaculate or you want to have orgasm. It's also because there are a lot of benefits in the relationship. A lot of benefits. Benefit has 1001 companionship or relationship has 1001 benefits. So please guys, if you can do, or ladies, let's try and avoid masturbation or masturbating. Yeah, so we wouldn't lack from God's blessing. There is a blessing for masturbation, for companionship. No matter how ugly or poor you are, there is a wife for you. No matter how ugly or base you are as a lady, there's also a husband for you. Everybody has gotten their own companionship. It's out there just for you to recognize them, humble yourself, and you get your blessing. So that is actually what it's all about. Masturbation is harmless, like I said before, in a way, but not mentally. It can mentally destroy you. Okay? Some people may experience shafting on tender skin, on your pizelle, on your penis area. That's if you do it too rough. So that can give you a swollen area, and that is not what you want to do. That's one disadvantage of masturbation. If men frequently masturbate with a short period of time, it can end up into making them to shrink their penis. Your penis can become smaller. Yes, masturbation can reduce the size of your penis. Yeah. So then masturbation, if you are a religious person, after doing it, you start having the guilt. Some people who worry that masturbation conflicts with their religious, or cultural benefits may experience feelings of guilty. However, masturbation is not immoral or wrong, and self-pleasure is not shameful. But like I said, it's better you avoid it, so it will not cost you a future disadvantage by ending up lonely. Nobody wants to be lonely except if you want to be lonely. And you can still shrink or downsize the size of your penis. Okay. Hey. So guys, let us try and see how we can stop masturbating. And if you have to do it, if your life depends on it, if your life does not depend on it, don't do it. Rather find a permanent solution rather than going out there and start masturbating. There's a permanent solution, it's just for you to look for it. Yeah? I'm not down talking those who are doing it, but there's a lot of disadvantage. So it's better to avoid it if you can. Yeah? So guys, some statistics state that masturbation can cause blindness. It's not me that said it. Statistic carried out. Though some said it's not to be true, and some said it's to be true. So some statistics said masturbation can cause blindness, hairy palms, impotence later in the life. You know, you can become impotent if you continue masturbating. In life, later you can become impotent. Erectile dysfunction, what we said yesterday. So masturbating can also cause erectile dysfunction because you don't jack and so till the things have not work again. You know? And then penis curvature. So masturbation can cause penis curvature. If you don't want to have a penis curvature, stop masturbating. And it can also cause low sperm counts and infertility. Infertility is you will not have the possibility to be able to impregnate a lady or give birth. And I'm sure maybe you don't want that. So consider yourself when you are doing this masturbating and see the things that it can lead to. Mental illness, like I said before, the mental illness of masturbating is real. It can cause mental illness. So if you don't want to have mental illness, do not masturbate or try to avoid masturbating. Yeah? And physical weakness. You become physically weak that when you see ladies, you are not in tune. You are not I don't know, you're not energized. You are not flabbergasted about the presence of a lady anymore because you know how to get your sexual pleasure. So if you do not want that to happen, you need to stop masturbating. You need to stop masturbating, and you can also lose. Somebody was saying that masturbating can make you lose weight. I don't know how true that is. If indeed masturbation can make you lose weight, I don't know how true that is though. If masturbation can really make somebody to lose weight. So the most important thing is that, guys, whenever you are masturbating, consider factors. You're going to have blindness, tiredness. It's going to shrink your penis. It may be from this size to this size. So if you don't want that size to become what you want to keep, try to avoid masturbation. Now let's talk about the women. Women masturbating as well is the same pleasure, yeah? You should consider factors of masturbating. Before you start masturbating, ask yourself, is this what you want to do? Is it going to be benefiting you? Because you can get so used to that masturbation that at the end of the day, you don't know when you need a man anymore. Some women are saying, oh my God, I'm fine, I don't need a woman, I don't need a man, I'm okay. You are not sure. As long as you are alive, you need a companion. Yes, you need a companion. As long as you are alive, you need a companion. Yeah? Because nobody is an island. A mother gave birth to you and you need a companion. You need a companion. So don't deceive yourself and say, well, I'm fine. When I wank, I come, I'm okay, I don't need a companion. Old age is coming. Except if you don't want to get to your old age. If you intend to get to your old age, you need to start learning how to deceive yourself from some things that will end you up in a solitude in the future. Some things that will end you up to become lonely in the future. You have to learn to deceive yourself from those things. Like masturbation, when you continue masturbating, before you know, You're not comfortable anymore with the presence of ladies or with the presence of men in your presence or around you, because while you are wanking, you are okay. So whether if they are there or they are not there, you know how to get yourself into orgasm. So if this is not what you want to do, I advise you to try and look for a permanent solution to your temporary problem. Masturbation can cause blindness. It can cause tiredness. It can shrink your penis. It has a lot of side effects. So it's not something you should do either as a lady or as a male. It can cause infertility. It can cause dysfunctional it can cause erectile dysfunctional. It can make you erectile not to function anymore. So think about your health before you go into masturbating. And if you have been doing it and you are trying to stop, you don't know what to do, ask for God to come and deliver you, because now you have already been, your spirit and soul is gone deep down into masturbation. I know of somebody that he can't ejaculate with a lady. It's only when he play with himself before he can get orgasm. But with a lady, he doesn't get there. Because why? He has allowed the spirit of masturbation to envelop him. So with this, there is nothing he can do. He has to come for deliverance. And I know of ladies as well that they enjoy being with themselves. Like, they enjoy being alone, getting themselves into orgasm than to allow anybody to come into them or to be with them. These things is not good. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, it's not really going to make you happy. No, it's not really going to make you happy. What is going to make you happy is find a permanent partner. Pray for God to send you your helper, your companion, so that at the end of the day, you will not have any reason why you have to go and be masturbating. It's a bit satanic to me, though. That's my opinion. Everybody have the right to their opinion. But obviously, like I said before, if your life depends on it, what will you do? What has God done has got to be done. But look for a permanent solution for your permanent problem. Masturbating is temporary. Yeah? The more you masturbate, the more your penis goes like this. So instead, calm down, put down your ego, and look for that lovely wife that God has sent your way. Look for that godly husband that God has sent your way. Masturbation can distract you from for future benefits. A lot. It can become hereditary. Yes, it can become hereditary. I'm telling you the fact. It can really become how. How? Because there is nothing. See, no matter what you do, and you think your children will not know, they will never find out. They are growing up. What if one day your child is peeping on you and you don't know? What if one day you are doing this thing and so your child comes to see what you are doing? You have just opened that child's brain to things that he or she does not know before. Before you know it, your child starts practicing what he sees you doing. I know of a lot of parents that used to smoke, and we all know that smoking is not good for our health. And once they decide to have children, they not stop smoking. Okay? They stop smoking, and they say because they want to give or show their children a better life. So they stop smoking. Because sometimes your children do what they see you do. Whatever you are doing is what your children practice to do. So don't think you can do a lot of things in the hide or in the hidden. It will get to a state that your child will cut up on you, and that you have given them that worst experience of their life. It wouldn't go off their brain. Yeah, once you start having children, there are some examples and some steps you need to follow. You need to follow some steps for your children to go after you as well. But if at the end of the day you think masturbation is all you think or is all you need to get to that orgasm, it's your opinion, it's your choice. But I personally would not advise it. Yeah? Before you end it, you begin to have some spiritual sexual intercourse in the dream. Spiritual sexual intercourse in the dream, depending on how it appears, it's not a good thing. It can have its own bad side as well. Yeah? That's why I say whatever you do, wherever you are, make sure you surround yourself with positive spirits. Once you surround yourself with positive spirit, this will help you or enable you to fight against those things you're trying to stop. I know of people who are trying to stop masturbating, but for some reasons they are unable to. Why? Because that spirit has enveloped them. That spirit has packaged their life, and there is nothing they can do. I know of some ladies that deny their husband sexual call. They deny their husband, their partner, intimacy, and they get pleasure by themselves. Yeah? A lady has been having some issue with her husband, and then the husband came to me and said, oh, she always denied me to come close to her, and then sometimes I hear her screaming in her room. And when I go there, she's playing with herself, and when she sees me, she's very furious and angry. And I was like, oh, brother, sorry. I wish there is something I can do about this, but there is nothing I can do. So you need to know whom you are getting involved with or into as a man or as a woman. Ask yourself, ask him questions. Do you masturbate? Do you like masturbating? Because if you go meet a man that likes masturbating, at the end of the day, that man will end up doing those things that you do not expect him to do. When you guys have quarrel, the guy will just go and sort himself out. But when the guy knows he has to come to you and dive in your ocean and swim in your lagoon, he will come back and make peace. But if he's a guy that enjoys masturbating, he wouldn't come back and make peace. So it's important you know you are dealing with this is my favorite music. As I was saying, it's important you know who you are dealing with as a lady or as a male. Know who you are dealing with and know how to keep yourself away from things that will not benefit you in the future. You reach orgasm now, what about later on? What if you cannot have children? What if your reproductive system becomes damaged or is damaged? What are you going to do then? So before you go into masturbating, you need to think about the consequences. Take away your mindset from it. Whenever you're having the urge to masturbate, take your mindset away from it. If you take away your mindset from it, at the end of the day, you will start looking down to see the lady who is good for you. But when your mindset is thick on masturbating, you would never see that good girl. You will never see that good guy. You will keep saying they're all the same, they're all the same. Watch what you say with your mouth. They are all the same, they are all the same. You keep on seeing the bad sides of people. But when you start telling yourself, I will find the right guy someday. I will find the right lady someday. You will find that right lady someday. She will become your corrector. If a lady wants to apply foundation, we ladies, we normally apply corrector to cover our spots and dark holes and everything. That's what the lady will come and do in your life. She will come and correct your correctors. All the command in your life, she'll put them into shape. The same thing happens to the lady if she finds the right guy. But when you start masturbating, when you keep masturbating or you see masturbating as the only option, my brother, my sister, I do not advise it. By so doing, you will never see that right lady. Even when you see that right lady, you're going to lose her. Because why? You are already so used to masturbating. So rather, starve yourself sexually. Yes, starve yourself sexually. So that you can have eyes to see the lady when you see her. But if you don't learn to starve yourself sexually, either a male or a female, you will never be able to know the right person when you see the person. So instead of living a life like that, it's very important you learn to do yourself a favor by set some rules and regulations for yourself. Tell yourself, no, I don't want to do this anymore, and then set your mindset towards it. Yes, set your mindset towards those things that you don't want to do anymore. Some people were saying it's very hard to stop smoking. Who told you it's very hard to stop smoking? Who told you it's very hard to stop masturbating? Nothing is hard. It's your mindset. If your mindset controls you, then things will be hard. But if you do not allow your mindset to control you, you will be able to do those things I think you cannot do. So don't ever allow your mindset to control you. Rather, control your mindset. Our body is capable of doing anything. But what sets limits for us is our mindset. There's nothing our body cannot do. Nothing. We can kill lions with our bare hands. What makes us to be able to kill lions is fear. Fear sets a limit for our mindset. And once there is when there's a limit set on our mindset, there's nothing we can achieve. So for those of you out there who have been masturbating for years, and you have been trying your best to stop, and you don't know what to do, my number is on there. You can contact me. I can be of help. But however, control your mindset, because there are a lot of negative disadvantage on masturbating. The only advantage on masturbating is it makes you reserved. Yeah. It doesn't make you to sleep around, to jump from one man to the other. Yeah, it makes you reserved. I think that's the only advantage. It makes you reserved. It doesn't make you to jump from one man to the other or from one woman to the other. It keeps to yourself. So your name will not become, you don't create a scandal for yourself. I think that's the only advantage of masturbation. But like I said before, I personally would not advise it. Rather, set your mindset, keep away your orgasm, and you get the right guy. But if you keep masturbating, even when you see the right guy, you would never know, because you are masturbating. You will never know, never. You will never know, because you are masturbating. So, but when you put masturbation away, when you see that right guy, that right man, you would know. Yes, you would know. Before it to become hereditary, learn and let us stop it now, before it becomes too late. Yeah. Some people masturbate, they enjoy, they've been doing it all their life. All their life. They have tried to stop, there is nothing they could do about it. And they just see themselves and they keep doing it. So they have been trying to stop, but they couldn't stop. So masturbating is something that you cannot avoid. You cannot avoid if you don't control your mindset. Not until you control your mindset, you cannot avoid masturbation. Okay? If you want to stop masturbating, control your mindset. So, like I said, the topic today is the disadvantage of masturbating. Male and female, man and woman, there is a disadvantage. One, the disadvantage might make you remain single all your life, because you won't see the need of a man in your life or of a wife in your life. Secondly, the disadvantage can affect your infertility. It can affect your reproductive system, yes. Thirdly, the disadvantage of masturbation can shrink the size of your penis. Yes, and it can cause fat or tired skin around your penis area. Of course, it's going to heal. There are lots of disadvantages. It can cause blindness. It can cause tiredness. That wasn't said by me. It was statistically stated. Disadvantage can cause blindness, tiredness, infertility, a lot of things. Masturbation can also cause erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction. If you don't masturbate too much before you marry, when you go see the wife, you not be shook again, you not be do bolingo. After you say your enemies are after you. Your enemies are not after you, you're after yourself. So rather, stop the masturbation now and look for that right girl that you think is fine for you. Stop the masturbation now and look for that right man that you think is fine for you. There are a lot of homes today suffering from minor issue. And they refuse to come together because maybe one lady or the other man is getting pleasure from another corner. Any corner can be either through masturbation or through someone else. Intimacy brings relationships together. It keeps people bond. I was saying it yesterday. No matter the conflict in your home or in your house, don't let it affect your intimacy. Ladies, when the man come knocking, voila, open it. Men, no matter how hungry you are with your wife, if she wants it, let it get up. Oh my God. If the man wants it, let it get up. Don't ever put padlock on your ocean. If you are angry with your husband, before you go and teach that man or lure that man into things he wouldn't do that you will regret tomorrow, take that padlock off your ocean. Let him come and swim. If your husband wants to swim, let him swim. Forget about the anger. Forget about the conflict. Forget about the quarrel. Forget it. Yeah? Because there are some mistakes that we do that will affect our relationship permanently. Yes. A lady denied her husband access to her body because she was angry. Because she was upset, she was frustrated by the anger, by the man's or the husband's attitude towards her. And most ladies tend to do that a lot of time. When they are angry with their husband, the next thing they want to do is to suffer him by putting padlock in their ocean. Stop putting padlock in your ocean. One name. It's not going to solve the problem. Stop putting padlock in your ocean. If you're having issues with your husband, unlock the ocean. Let him swim if he wants to swim. Let him swim in your ocean if he wants to swim. The Bible said, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. So don't let padlock put asunder in your ocean. Because by so doing sometimes, you also start making the man think or having the urge for masturbation. Orgasm, not good for body if it's too full. Oh my God. If orgasm too full for body, it's not good. When your body is too orgasmo full. Oh my God. So it's not good. So learn to allow it to be discharged. And funnily, men statistically, men, when they're angry, that's when they have urge. Their orgasm become high. They want to discharge it. Ladies, haven't you ever wondered or ask yourself, why is it that when you guys are having conflict or having some issue, that's when your man wants to come and do? Ladies can stay for years without, releasing or whatever, they are fine. But men cannot. Because it causes cancer. Men are supposed to have discharge their orgasm at least 21 times a month. At least 21. It's not said by me. You can Google it. 21 times a month, you are supposed to discharge your orgasm as a man. If not, it's going to cause cancer. If you don't want to have cancer, you better start being at peace with your wife and let her give you those things that you desire so much. But masturbating will cause blindness, tiredness, infertility, and so on and so forth. It's plenty. Like I said, the only advantage in masturbation is that it keeps your leg closed and keeps you reserved in the house. It preserves and protects your dignity. Okay? It saves you from being publicized out there by some miscreants who you have slept with or whatsoever. But rather, when you do masturbating in your own house, nobody knows what you have done in your house. As I am now, do you know what I've done this morning? I did not masturbate, I'm just saying it. So I'm just saying it, yeah? But if you have gone to sleep with James or Jennifer or Christy or Annabelle, at the end of the day, you're simply to be out there. When you now find the right woman you want to marry, they'll be like, don't mind him. Is this, is that, is this. And sometimes some evil works can work against, some evil talk against your name can work against you. So apart from ladies learning to preserve their body intact, men also learn to keep their shakabula intact as well. Okay? So the only advantage in masturbation is that it helps you to keep your shakabula intact. It saves you from gossip. It saves you from people to spoil your name. The same thing applies. That's the only advantage. But then, guys, we can still do without it. How? Your mindset. Control your mindset. So now that you know, as men, that you are supposed to ejaculate or discharge at least 21 times a month to avoid cancer. It's not said by me. I'm going to show you. To avoid cancer. 21 times a month to avoid cancer, you should learn to do what? Appreciate your women. So that she will always open the ocean when you want to go and dive in and swim. She will open the ocean. So whatever you do, learn to consider these factors. Consider these factors so that at the end of the day, you don't have any regrets in life. There are some young guys who are suffering from infertility. They start asking themselves why. After they start saying it's one baba from one place, it's one father's house. No, sometimes it is what you have done by your own hands. So my prayer for you today, this morning, is that may you not use your hands, you carry out for your glory, to go and carry or do things that will affect your destiny or put problem upon your own life. In Jesus' name. That's my prayer for you. God, I wish I can dance. I will dance from morning till night. Oh, goodness. All right. So here it is. You can do this research yourself and you're going to have the same answer. So here it is. He said, here we're going to see how many times does a man needs to make, get intimacy in a month or in a week. It's a frequency of intercourse for people between the age of 18 and 29 was 112 times a year or twice a week. Okay? Twice a week. while it was 69 times a year for people between the age of 40 and 49 and so forth. So sexual intercourse is important for you to discharge, but please avoid avoid masturbation. Avoid it, because why not get the right source that not give you any side effects? Because if you masturbate, there's a side effect. So avoid that side effect and do the right source. So whatever it is you are doing, always ask yourself, what is the consequence? There is a consequence in everything that you do. If you are in a relationship, at least learn to have this thing 3 times a week. Oh my God. 3 times a week. Have it 3 times a week, so there will be peace. Okay? The more, do you know that the more intimacy you go with your partner, the less problem and strife you have. The lesser it is for somebody to come into your middle. The lesser it is for third party to come in. But when you are enjoying masturbating because it's something you enjoy doing, something you can do, then your marriage or your relationship is going to lead to doom. But when you guys stay close and be close in everything you do as a partner, because marital issue. So at the end of the day, you're going to benefit from it. So that's my little advice. I say, let me come and share with you, and I pray you guys benefit from it and learn to do the right thing after this video. I'm just a little girl, your ST girl, and I hope you learn or share your experience with me or teach me as well. That's why this page is called Let's Talk. This is a page where we all talk about everything. We share our opinion. The little one we have, we share with one another. But once again, when couples are having strife in their homes, please jump on each other and enjoy yourself. That will kill the strife. You don't need any third party. You don't need any third party. Ladies, tell your husband when they are angry with you, it's before they will come and do whatever with you, let them just jump on you and dive in your ocean. That will heal the anger. That will heal the pain. But don't allow problem or strife come in between you guys. It's not going to help. A lot of marriages today are failed because of strife of intimacy. Intimacy bond relationship. Intimacy bond. Women can be tired. We women can have it. We can have it uncountable times in a week. We can't be tired. It does not read meter. It does not read meter. We can never be tired, but men tend to be easily tired. So if your man is tired, you need to understand that. But for women, whenever your man said he wants it, just give it to him. If not, somebody else there is waiting to give it to him, or if not, you are going to push him into masturbating. So if you don't want that to happen, you need to learn to appreciate your husband, appreciate your wife, and share things with each other accurately. Accurately in the sense that everything should be done in the right way. Okay? So I'm going to leave you now, and I pray and I hope that somebody has benefited from this video. Okay? So share this video, like, and share this video, like, and click on the notification button so that you can see whenever we come on live again. Okay? If you can, avoid masturbation, control your mindset, and it's something you can do. There is nothing impossible. It's just your mindset. If you control your mindset, you will achieve your aim. If you think you can't do it, that is when you definitely will not be able to do it. Okay? Bless you and bye-bye. Stay blessed.